Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. There's a feral straight in front of me. Look at that guy. He's just kind of walking around in a circle. So all I did in between there, just for a few moments, was I counted out some blocks, and not much more than that. Let's see if this guy comes running over here. If we can take him out, I go take that feral out, just to be safe. I don't like to have a feral walking around that could just creep up on me at any given time. What you gonna do, Nurse Nancy? You gonna give me what you got? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Wow. I hear that feral. Kind of want to scrap that, yeah. Take that. So let's see if we can take this feral out. Where did he go? I hear him, but I do not see him. Oh, there he is, beating on the building behind the tree. Sit up in my seat here and see if we can take this guy out. It's really no different now when you take a feral on during the daytime or the nighttime. They run all the time, so go ahead and take this lady out here because yep, too bad for you, sir. You got knocked on the ground. Now what you gonna do spinning on the ground like that? That's not fair. Okay, well, that's that. Gonna get these lumps out of the way. All right, so kind of made the decision just to hang out over here for a while until things just got unbearable. Do all that I could do. Get the most out of our... I can throw the axe back on here too. Because if we die, it's not the end of the world, you know. We respawn and we come back, and only bad thing is our mini bike is over here. So I'm going to try not to die. I'm going to try to stay alive. Picking up things that might interfere with me because I don't know exactly yet the layout of where I'm going to be digging. So I want to make sure I have a nice clearing all around. I don't know why I was going over there. Things like this and the stone and the bird's nest, they can interfere with the... That deer is just taunting me. So there's some chrysanthemum right there. So we're in an area now that has that. So it looks like... We'll go ahead and take this old tree out. Take this one out as well. Yeah, I'll get this one out of the way. We need the wood anyway, so just have a giant open clearing here in this area. So it is now 12:30. Looks like a stone right there. Pick that up. All right, so let me... I don't normally do this. Planning portion and all of that with you all watching. And I do, it's probably boring to watch. I know a lot of you say, oh, I want to know how you do this and how you set that up and plan that out. But it's probably going to be a bit boring to watch me do it because I'm really meticulous about the way I do it. I count things like 10 times over to make sure that, I have everything in its proper place and that sort of thing. So I apologize if it is a bit boring, but I hate getting into a project and realizing that I miscounted a block by, one space. Oh, there's a cop. You're shooting your buddy, cop. You know what we're going to do with you cops. Oh, run! Oh, that was really close to our chest. That was a little too close to our chest. I was trying to draw him over to the dirt, which is what we'll do next time. Yeah, it's probably not the wisest thing for me to be hanging out. Oh, there's a wandering horde. You know what? This is not worth chancing. Let's draw him over here. Look at that. It's like The Walking Dead. Well, you almost got me. I just kind of wanted to draw him away from the storage chest a bit. I had wondered, they were starting to trickle in like that. I was like, well, that's not just your random wandering zombie there. That's actually a horde, a wandering horde at night. I don't see too many of those, too many wandering hordes. I don't know if that's just not a thing or what. They're still appearing there too. So we only have a couple hours, and it's going to be 4 a.m. So I really don't see a reason to go back to the other bunker. We need the experience for killing these guys anyway, so come on over. Red Rover, send Spider right over. Guess we'll go ahead and use a first aid kit because we don't want to get ourselves too low and then fall out. It's okay. So I'm trying to aggro them one at a time if I can here, just to make it easy on us. Get those who are wandering close by. Here's another one. Come on over, sir. A little present for you right here. All right. Well, that's that. Oh, it's foggy over here. Can't see anything. So I'm pretty sure I have the centermost point right there. Well, you have to hit these guys a lot. Take them out. So, I think we're good here now. Let's put the axe up and get this on our bar. Oh, really? So we're only a couple days away from the horde. You know what? I'm going to have to chop this guy up now. I tell you what. He's going to be right in the way. See if we can kill this guy with our knife. Right. Hopefully that little wandering horde and all of that's done with. The sun's starting to creep up. They're still running this way, though. That's a little strange how they're detecting me from so far away. I don't have any meat on me. I do have the rotted meat, but they do not want us to build a base over in the hub city. I can tell you that right now. They are opposed to me taking over their land. That's just funny, the way they you can stop them right in their tracks. All right, so here. Oh. Come on over. Come here. Get an idea of the center portion here, and if we need to extend the outer portion for the plan that I have for this thing. I don't want to give it away. I want it to be a surprise as I build it, and of course, you know, see it completed. But boy, that arrow shot like way off target. That was a little odd. Okay, so that's that. Okay. It's a wonder the zombies don't attack the pig. Alright, so we're going to take this guy out at a distance. From a distance. Okay, he's not coming this way. That one looks like he is, though. No? Alright. Let's see how much space that leaves me. That's not a lot of extra space. Oh, he is coming this way. See, I don't know how he can detect me from all the way over there, and the other guy doesn't. So we'll have a wall, or maybe the edge, and then 2, 3. I want to make a 3 wide spike pit there. And the same thing here. How much is that going to leave us here? So we survived the night above ground in the hub city. You know, that was kind of cool. Just out and about. Had to kill off a few zombies. Had to draw that little horde away from our base. All right, so this would leave us a little bit of land around the base. It's really not big enough for what I had in mind, but I really don't want to get tied up into, you know, a 150-hour build on this playthrough. I'd like to complete it before Alpha 16 this playthrough. You know, I don't want to get into something that I know I can't complete, and then 16 comes out and we have to start over, and that's just that's kind of annoying. I almost wish you could just take your save game on over, but unfortunately that does not work a lot of times with the new alphas, because they change up your skills and or your perks, and they change different things up that keeps you from doing that. So the spike pit will go there. May actually have to lay some of this out just to get a better idea of how it's going to look, at least on one side. This is not. This is basically like that big design that I did, the massive multiplayer base, where I had to kind of plan it out as I went, and I did. I got a really good idea after I flattened the land and cleared it all out as to what it was going to look like, finished just in my mind. So, looks like we have good size for our spike pit, but this is not quite what I had in mind because it is so small. We'll think of how, as we go along, I think of how I want to do this. Let me get my shovel back out. One thing I need to make real quick are some ladders. We'll make 100 of those just to have them on hand. So there we go, that's there. Okay. That'll go all the way down to bedrock there. Before I do that, I need to grab these repair kits before I get too carried away with digging anything out. Well, that was uncomfortably close there, that explosion from the cop. So we're gonna throw this stuff in here. We don't need all this stuff lying around in our inventory, taking up space. We will, however, take a full stack of wood. We're gonna eat some cornbread because we have been out here all night. May as well use this bandage to get the old health flowing again. Eat and drink and fill up here. Probably go ahead and when we go back to the base, make up some more meat stew. Take over here with us. Boy, that's some tasty coffee there. Some International Delight French vanilla creamer to go with it. Nice tasty beverage. So we need gas for sure. And instead of digging that one out first, what we could do boy, if I got off center with this thing, I'm going to be really disappointed. Let's see, I guess either way we could do the ladder system there. I guess we have enough. I brought enough wood with me. How many chops does it take here? Yeah, see, on the server, I was telling you earlier, it takes 2 whacks. 1 whack, I'm left with 70 hit points over at the end. So we're going to do that, seal up that hole. This is the center here, I'm sure. But before I get down there, let me make sure. See, a lot of you comment about, you know, how do you get the base to look like that, and this and that and the other. It's a pretty painstaking process here that I go through to make sure that everything's just right. Make sure that I have, you know, everything in its proper place. Before going too far off course. So I have to remember facing to the east is where my center point is. Probably should have gone ahead and upgraded those two. That's all right. Just want to get started here roughly with the hole before I go breaking out the auger. I am going to attract some attention when I do that, and don't want to draw any unnecessary attention this close to the surface. So that's why I'm kind of using the pickaxe right here. Once we get our center dug out, we can kind of go underground for the most part, and we will not have to worry about a lot of zombies messing with us. Beating on those things up there, and if they come down in here with us, then that's fine, you know, we'll deal with it. But he did take out the one that was directly over the hole. That's a little disappointing. So once we get the a few of these holes dug out, you'll see that it goes a lot faster. I won't have to rely as much on, you know, being all sneaky, and we're gonna draw the attention of some screamers up here and, you know, that sort of thing. But once we get this center part dug out, we'll be well on our way to we'll dig the corners out, Then we'll dig our way to the center. See, we're already at bedrock right here, being that we were starting at -28. But the free fall pit design is not necessarily so that all the zombies are going to die when they hit. It's to weaken the zombies, so that, I mean, some people don't want them to die. They want to get the experience for killing them, and which is understandable. And right, good. Let's get our ladders here out. And it's a good thing we didn't have ladders right there. That way we can take these blocks out that are immediately surrounding us. Like so. Looks like we only have the one guy to deal with up here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are more standing around, but it's not a big deal either way. This is just what you go through when you're first doing something like this. You're always going to encounter some resistance. But once you get the build going and seal yourself in, then you can work throughout the night, and you absolutely have zero worries about any zombies messing with you while you're trying to build. Just getting it started is a slow process, especially with me. And as meticulous as I am about some of these things, and I like things to be exactly a certain way, and so it's, and I apologize, but a lot of you comment you want to see me do it, and so you're seeing me do it now. It's probably a little lackluster to watch me do this, but certainly enjoyable for me. I really enjoy building on this game more than about anything else. Creating, I look at the game as like a tower defense game, and so Mr. Spider decided to leave us. Thought maybe he went into the hole. Matter of fact, let's patch this hole with some frames, just so they can't go in there and dig down. Same over here in this hole. We'll fill this in with stone or something eventually. There he is. I hear him somewhere over there. We'll fill this in with cement or stone at some point. Okay, so that was definitely our center point. Because we count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Same over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's our hole. So that's a good start. Get our centermost hole in the ground for when we start digging. I wish I knew where that spider is at, but I don't see him. I hear him. He didn't fall down in the hole, did he? No. And now, how can I do this? Let's get our shovel back out. Boy, should have asked Santa Claus for a new headset for Christmas, as this one's pretty uncomfortable to wear for an extended period of time. Let's go down. Let's get our map here and zoom all the way in. Yep, so we're definitely in the center. There's our stone. Tell you what, let me make sure I'm facing the right direction. And let me just try. No, I don't want to do that yet. Tell you what we're going to do. Make sure we get the corners just right. So that is definitely our corner. Put this frame up here so they can't fall in on us. I need to dig every corner out just like this one. That way we know where to turn and we're underground. I do this similar to the smaller bunkers that I build. I give myself the corner spot so that I know where to stop digging, and I can be underground and know that. There we go. Still kind of thinking as I'm doing all this exactly the design I'm going to use. I have an idea of part of it, but it didn't work out with the size exactly how I was, envisioned it in my mind when I was eating dinner and thinking about what I was going to do. I probably need to go at least 45 by 45, 41 by 41 or something like that. But I'm not going to get all that carried away with this. My luck. Joel releases the Alpha 16 on January, the first week in January or something, and I'm starting back over, so. I have, confidence that we'll finish this in a very short period of time. I don't see this taking a whole ton of time, but I'll try to make it as neat looking as I can. I'll try to make it a nice looking build. So let's go back down in this hole. Let's patch up that with a frame or two. Take a look at our map, make sure we're moving in the general direction that we want to be moving in. Oh. I think I just heard a bear. That's not good. Bears are bad. I hope I did that right. Now I'm starting to think about what I just did with the corners. Let's see if I can zoom in. If not, we'll just, oh, there it is. Okay. So see, when you're underground, if you put in your corner spots, then you know where to turn. That is a bear. Hopefully he does not detect us, because I do not have what I need to kill that bear. I'd have to backpedal and shoot him with a crossbow. But if he decides to come down in here, we're going to be in a bit of a pinch. All right. Aiming straight. Oh, didn't mean to take that block above me out or to the side. I don't know why it's all wacky on me like that right now. Take a sip of my coffee. Getting some weird little shiver every once in a while. I think it's just because we're in such a tight spot. That's what it is. Okay, so the dirt goes deeper back there than it does up here. I'm going to replace that just for safety. Make sure it's secure. Yeah, it's a little bit of gravel right there. Nice. Can always do for a little bit of gravel. Means there's some resources nearby. Perhaps. Mining tools almost capped out to 100. That's cool. Way far behind on that by this time. I've usually done so much mining. Like I said, that's one of my favorite things to do. So I can't give you a day, but usually mining is one of the first things I cap very early on in the game. All right, here we go. We're going to go this direction. I'm just using a shovel for right now. I'll switch over to the auger soon enough, just for the purpose of not drawing too much attention to ourselves while we're real close to the surface, until I kind of get this thing laid out a bit more, and then we'll break out the auger and we'll make quick work of all of this. I'm going to go back over to the base tonight, and I'm going to gather up concrete mix or cement mix. I'm going to gather that up, maybe bring a little more fuel, make some more repair kits, that sort of thing during the course of the night, to prepare ourselves to come over here and just get to putting this project together. This is still kind of the layout phase. Right now I'm getting an idea of where the spike pit is going to be located. Our defense is always the first thing that we try to get in place, just in case we can open it up and have ourselves a defensive sorts, just like that bear. He's wandering around up there. If we have our free fall spike defense in place, that bear is no threat to us, and we can absolutely work on the interior portion of this base and build our structures or whatever it is that we're going to build. We can do that without the hindrance of zombies trying to break our momentum moving forward with our build. May go ahead and make some more shovels, another pickaxe or two, though I don't foresee using a ton of shovels and pickaxes. It does help to cut down on the screamers. We were fortunate there digging down to bedrock that one time that we didn't, but we're going to have that auger out for so long at some point here that our heat map is going to go crazy, and we're going to draw a screamer or two or three or however many, and it'd be nice to have this defense kind of done before I have screamers just falling in on us left and right. So that is that. Let's see, our center point here would be unless I miss my guess on that, should be here. I don't know why I cannot dig straight forward. For some reason it's wanting to prevent me from. It probably isn't wise to do this so close to the surface, but it's all right. We're gonna check this out. hitbox. The hitbox is a bit off. I don't know if that's because I tabbed out in between the last recording and this recording or what, but the hitbox is acting a little wacky on me here. And I do want to leave in plenty of time, so I did miss it. Okay, that's all right. So this next one over, and that's fine. We'll throw a couple frames in here just to sort of support where we dug a bit there. Okay, so, and then I'm going to mark. We're going to have to go 3 in. So, 2, 3. That. See how that hitbox is not wanting to. You ain't acting right, man. All right, so go this way to the edge. I have to think in my mind some creative structure that I can build in the center. I have something in mind, but I don't know if it's going to work out with the size that I have to work with, so we'll have to see. Something that looks cool and unique and different from other things you may see out there. Have to get the old creative juices flowing. Tell you what, let's make ourselves some I don't have enough I don't have any cement to make it. I don't know what I was thinking. I had cement on me. We're gonna make ourselves a handful of stone when we go over to the base. The physics have been a little wacky. I wouldn't even doubt if some of this caves in on me, and if it does, it does. I'm not very concerned about it. We'll make it work. You know, we'll seal it off with frames or whatever we need to do. But 2, 3. In fact, we'll put a frame right there. Let's go ahead and clear out this area over here. My guess is that a lot of these later episodes in this playthrough will probably get skipped through quite a bit. You all have been supporting me well by watching the bigger portion of my videos, my playthroughs, episodes up to this point. I hope this does not dissuade you from wanting to stick through and watch the videos, watching this building process, but can be a bit tedious, but you know, at least you do get to see step by step. And probably what I'll do is if we can complete this in a timely fashion, you know, we get the build done. I may make a preview video of the base that we've done and post it out there too, and make a separate video. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we get to go all the way back to the back. Let's see what this auger will do to the dirt. Listen to that. Already we're getting the guys screaming above us. They don't like that at all. So it would have been best just to kind of stick to the shovel for now. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it went all the way to the surface. I was going to say, boy, we're in trouble. Look at the iron right there. It's a shame that I'm not going to be able to get that right now. There's only like 1 or 2 layers separating us from them. Tell you what, let's walk around to the other side. So probably what I'll do until I get it laid out is I'm going to go on up Oh, there's a dog up there too, so we're gonna really have a hard time trying to survive this. See how I can do this to get out of here. Not as many as I had imagined out here. I don't know where the dog went. Dog kind of wandered away. Well, that's good. That works out well. So we have a general idea of how it's going to be, or I have a general idea of how it's going to be in the layout and what I need to do now, which was a big step in this. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, stick with me because the building process moving forward should go a lot faster, being that I know what it is I want to do and the direction I want to move towards, and the foundation has been laid for me. So I know a lot more than I did, before today. We're gonna make that work. Now my mini bike, I parked it down there. Let's stick fuel, repair kits, ladders, wood, and we're gonna take all this other stuff back with me. I guess I could keep the dirt fragments over here. All right. We'll take there's a cop, there's a bunch of zombies. So we're going to get on our bike and head on back to the base. Should be getting there right around the time the horn blows throughout the night. Boy, I hear a lot of dogs. 1, 2, 3 before we take a right. Throughout the night, I may even look into creating some better tools, kind of getting ourselves set up on that. We'll gather up all that I can think of, like the cement, the things that we're going to need, get those over there and in place in a storage chest somewhere. Good many things that we can do to prepare ourselves when we come back over. We hit the ground running. And like I said, if you'll just bear with me for another episode or so, I didn't really do any off-camera planning on this. Just I got a vision in my mind of what I wanted it to look like. But as far as the approach and all, you're just kind of seeing it all unfold here on the recording. But we're going to make it work. We're going to pick up our speed here soon. And once we get the general idea, which we've most of now, the bill will absolutely take off and will not take us that long. Digging to bedrock is not as much of a daunting task as most would lead you to believe. It just takes a little bit of focus, and you're going to be amazed once I break this auger out at how fast I actually do get down to bedrock and have a large pit going all the way around that goes down there. So may make the episodes run a bit longer. This episode is going to be around 55 minutes, but You know, so a lot of the episodes moving forward are probably going to be the better part of 55 minutes an hour or so, so we can get the most that we can get done while we're over there. Probably going to throw some meat stew in the mini bike. That's one more thing we can make. I'll have more cornbread, meat stew, goldenrod tea, all the things that we need to survive over here. Because after the 42-day horde hits, I plan on just staying over here all throughout the night, each night, and working hard to get this completed. I don't foresee having it done by the 49-day horde. Maybe our defenses are well enough in place we can use it for that. But either way, I don't really foresee having it, the pillars made out of steel and stuff like we have over here. So we'll probably come back over to this base for the next 2 hordes. Maybe by the next horde after that, the 3rd horde, we'll have everything in place to fight from this particular bunker. But I just want to make sure, because not only do we have more cops coming in these upcoming hordes, but we are in Hub City, so we're gonna get Hub City cops, ferals, more dogs, all of that stuff. We're gonna have more of everything. Spawn rate, at least it used to be a good percentage higher in the Hub City for all of those things, which is why I'm building over there, plus the fact that I'm close to all the stores. But we're going to absolutely get that bad boy built and looking nice. I kind of want to have it, a unique building in the center. I'll have to think about that and how I'm going to build it, much like that massive multiplayer bunker that we built, that building in the center. It kind of came to me, just popped in my mind. I was like, yeah, well, let's do this. And so we'll have something like that. Hopefully that will just come to me and have some unique build that we can use. So we're almost home. The horn has blown. I'll go ahead and empty out our mini bike. Scrap you and scrap you. I'll scrap this. Oh, I didn't mean to take it. That's all right. Get down in here before that screamer comes running over. Always come back to some little presents here in the pit, some little surprises. So we're going to have some company. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me take care of these screamer zombie, this little screamer horde real quick, and then we'll call this an episode. But they're trying to get through there, aren't they? And then next episode, like I said, we're going to get everything together that we need to come back over to the Hub City and get to working on that base and get the most out of our time over there. So I don't know why she's just hanging out up there, but we'll go ahead and call it here. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Come back and see me again tomorrow.